So what I will do now, how I can solve this problem? Abdul is not convinced. We did not show any reference yet. I mean, who care about the highest authority of Islam, Saudi Arabia? Okay, what about Ibn al-Qayyim? What about At-Tabaqat al-Kubra? What about, you know, I mean, all the books, this is why they are saying, why they wanna, why those scholars, they would lie. You know what, so I decided, I said to myself, let us go and see the Mr. Holes in the narrative. You know, Mr. Hole in the narrative, he have a school, and he is a teacher, and he's a scholar, supposedly. So Mr. Hole in the narrative, he is the best to explain what's going on. I mean, who can do better? Nobody. So Mr. Hole in the narrative, he is going to explain to you how big the hole was in the house of Muhammad. Mr. Hole in the narrative, it's your time. Go.
Again shows you the way that slavery was practiced in Islam is very different than the way it is in any other civilization. That in our Sharia, if a concubine gives birth, well, of course, the child will be fully legitimate and exactly the same as all other children in inheritance, in wiratha, in the take.
Remember, he is talking about what? Talking about Maria the Copt. He's talking about what? Maria the Copt. This is the name of the title of his video. Continue, Abdul.
Taking the name of the father and taking the status of the father. And I should have mentioned, most of our khulafa of the Umayyads and of the Abbasids especially, and the Ottomans, almost all of them were sons of slaves.
Did you hear it? Did you hear it, Muslims? So you Muslim, you go, you invade your neighbors, and you rape the women, and then you have babies from them. Those your leaders are sons of fornications. They are not married to them. The caliphate are not sons of legitimate marriage. Muhammad's son, Ibrahim, according to the stories here, is a son of a fornication, not from a marriage, because he did not marry her. Be my witness. Continue, Mr. Hole in the narrative.
So being the son of a slave did not have any type of negative smear at all. In fact, even Hajar, right, and Ismail, right, this is the same thing. Okay, so the point being,
just to show you how stupid this guy, Hajar and her son Ishmael, he is not a son of a slave, you idiot. She was Abraham's slave, but he married her. He did not sleep with her as a slave. She became his wife, so she is free. So here they say the same as Abraham. And what do you have to do with Abraham? Continue.
That in our Sharia, when the slave has a child, when such a concubine has a child, automatically she gets a free upgrade. What is this free upgrade?
You see, when you get a baby, you get a free upgrade. 10 gigabyte. You open your legs to a Muslim. He keep doing raping you until you have a baby from him. Then you will be abrogated. There's somebody saying, his name is Omar, saying the Bible promote dashing babies. That because you are a stupid idiot. The Bible never promote that. This is a prayer of a Jew. He is saying, let God, let happen to them as it did to us, which means it was the enemy who was dashing the babies. So you are a fool like your prophet. However, talking about dashing babies, don't make me go there, because I can show you from your Islamic religion that you Muslims is the one who dash babies. I can show it to you right now. You want to call me so we can laugh? Now continue, Mr. Hore, in the narrative. And what happened to Mary the Copt?
Great. The Sharia calls her al-Walad. al-Walad. And al-Walad means that she is no longer a concubine.
She is no longer a... What? So, Mary the Copt. This is Yasir Qadhi, who have a PhD in Islamic shish kebab, confirming that Mary the Copt she was always a slave, and Muhammad was raping her as a slave. When she gave birth to a son to Muhammad, which later Muhammad discovered that this is not his son, because Aisha, she got her busted, automatically she been abrogated to a free woman. So Muhammad was raping her non-stop. He did not free her. It was not his choice. It was a tradition. The Arab tradition, when a man sleep with his slave and she gave a son for him, for the sake of the son. He don't want his son to grow and see his mother is a slave in his house. So automatically she was abrogated. So why the guy, he said, the prophet, he freed her and he honored her and he married her. Now, did he marry her? This is the look. So he did not free her. It was her giving birth which would give her freedom, not Muhammad freeing her. He was raping her without marrying her, and she is not a right hand possessed from war, because the Quran and Islam forbid Muhammad from having sex with women who they are not married to him, or they have to be a captive of war, as we showed you in the yellow pages of Muhammad. Do you see it? The right hand possessed in Islam is only captive of war, to the point Muslims, they can have sex with them even if they are married. This is why if you go down, you will see here it's forbidden for you married women, except who? Except women who they are your right hand possess. Do you see it? Who they are what? Who they are the captive of war. So Muhammad, he have no lawful, at least Islamic lawful reason to have sex with this slave, for she is not a captive of war. It's forbidden for you for marriage. For marriage between two brackets, doesn't say that, but where did it go? Your mother, your daughter, your blah 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 blah. Okay, and then and it's lawful for you. Okay, now we start with is what forbidden, and then what is lawful. And also forbidden for you women already married, except your right hand possess. What right hand possess mean? The captives. Do you see it? So now we go back to the whole in the narrative, so we can love. Go. Yes, sir. Qadhi.
She has certain privileges and rights, and of them is she cannot be sold, she cannot be transferred, she cannot...
Remember, until now he's talking about Mary the Copt. All of this talking about Mary the Copt. You know? So now actually she is not free. You see, it says it's abrogated. He abrogate her, but she still cannot be she cannot leave. So how she is free? She cannot be sold, but she is not free. He's talking about abrogation, like she is abrogated now. She is now free, but she's not free. She can't leave because you just said she can't be sold. That means still Muhammad, you own her. She cannot leave.
Be treated like a slave, and she will become free as soon as her husband or owner, in this case, passes away. Okay?
Ah, she will be free after he died. Did you hear it? Did you hear it? So she will be free after Muhammad he died. So she is abrogated now. And now she is waiting patiently for the owner who was raping her to die so she can be free. I'm not the one who said that. This is your friend, the friendly Muslim, Dr. Yasir Qadhi.
Okay. So this is a al-Walad. Okay.
Yeah, booger guy.
So we can say this, that Islam is coming close to this issue of absolving slavery. That every single lady that gives birth, you cannot, and this is wallahi so humane.
So humane.
How can you then get rid of the lady who gave birth to your own son or daughter?
Guys, it's so humane. So now we rape the women, and now the women, she have a child from me after raping her, and this is very humane. Without marrying her. He did not marry her. Very humane. So if somebody took the wife of Yasir Qadhi and he raped his wife and he have a child from her, this guy is very humane. He's a very good person. May Allah bless him. Continue.
Right? It becomes haram to do this. And this lady is now upgraded from Milk Yamin to al-Walad. And when you become al-Walad, so as soon as the owner dies, you become automatically free. Nobody can be your owner after that.
Look how amazing. So now you became the mother of the child. You're not free yet. You cannot go anywhere. He still owns you. But now you have a new title. You are the mother of the child. So Mary the cook, she became a mother of a child, which is supposedly from Muhammad. And now she have a new title, the mother of the child. But she is still a slave. She will be free after Muhammad he die. Listen carefully, Muslims.
Our Prophet gave the fiqh ruling through Maria, أعتقها ولدها. The fact that she has a child, now she's a free lady now.
Did you hear it? أعتقها ولدها. Now she became, because she gave birth, now she became a free. But he just said she will not be free until he die. And this is the same hadith we just showed you. It says it's da'if. Do you remember? Do you see how those hypocrites, when they want, they quote da'if hadith. When they want, they reject it. Do you see it? It says da'if. It's in the front of your eyes. Look, let me zoom in. Because Muslims always, they have a bad vision. Their vision is good only when they want. You know? It says da'if. So why he is quoting it? If I mention it to him, he will say to me, this is da'if, I don't accept it. But now, because that will serve the lie or the joke about how decent Muhammad is, they quote this, that when her son freed her, but he just said she is not free until the husband die. So he did not free her really. So Muhammad saying, in the future when I die, she will be free. Thank you very much. That is very humane. You see how we get them busted? Okay, continue, Mr. Hole in the narrative. May Allah bless your holes and make them bigger and round. Okay. So the Prophet, he said her son freed her. So the liar, the guy from Afghanistan, the Bachabazi, when he said the Prophet, he freed her, he honored her, and he married her, is lying. Now we want to go to the point where it says, did he marry her? Hey Yasir, did he marry her? I can't wait to hear you saying if he married her or not.
That she's going to become a free lady. And one of the ladies of the Ansar, they volunteered to become a foster mother. In fact, the books of Sirah mentioned there was a competition, eagerness. A lot of women came to want to be a foster mother to the child.
Why do they want to be a foster mother? The mother, she don't want to give her baby milk? Why they are fighting over fostering the child? What does that mean? The woman, she was dying, Maria the cook, Muhammad, he killed her. Why she is not taking care of her baby? Is that because he is a baby from rape? Is that because she is very sad?
And this also shows us, by the way, this is a custom that has almost disappeared from our time, but it was very common for ladies to volunteer to help out and to be a foster child to children. And every mother knows it's so difficult to raise a newborn, an infant, and this is what they would do. They would help one another out. And they would just take the child and help out in rearing the child. So one of the ladies of the Ansar, and her name is mentioned in the books, she basically, the Prophet agreed that she should be the wet nurse, if you like. And so she takes charge of the child for some periods as well, and the Prophet gave her some stipend for that as well, because this is a paid job that it is done. And Ibrahim lived for a year, and some reports say a year and 4 months, some reports say a year and 6 months. So basically between this amount of time, around 18 months.
Anyway, so was she the wife of Muhammad? The video is long. Was she the wife of Muhammad? No, she was just a slave. Actually, I don't know which part of the video he said that she was his slave. Maybe I did skip it by mistake. Maybe, I don't know. Let us go back. Maybe I skipped that part.
Our Sharia, if a concubine gives birth, well, of course, the child will be fully legitimate and exactly the same as all other children in inheritance, in
yeah, actually, he mentioned that already, because he's talking about Mary the Copt. The whole class is about Mary the Copt. So, Mary the Copt, if she gave birth, then after her husband died, she will be free. It's confirmed. So, Yasir Qadhi, he agreed. He did not marry her. What else? I found a new Abdul. There's a new Abdul. Let us see here.
Maria Qibtiya, she was a slave woman of the Prophet ﷺ, or in Urdu we call it Bandi or Jariya, whatever as you may call it.
Hey, did you hear Bacha Bozy boy? She was a bandi. She was what? A bandi. And he is from your country. Is he lying? She was a slave. She was a bandi.
Nonetheless, the Prophet ﷺ, he noticed right away that there was a sense of jealousy. There was a sense of jealousy amongst his wives. Now the reason is because Maria's mother, she was considered as a Roman. She was originally a Roman, and therefore, because she was a Roman, her skin was extremely light.
See the obsessed Muhammad with the white skin. This is why he said attack the Romans so we can get the blondie girls. So Mary the Copt, she is supposedly Egyptian, but obviously she is not, because she had a very white skin. And the wives of Muhammad, they were so unhappy because she arrived, because Muhammad, he starts sleeping with her every night and he don't go to their homes.
And so therefore, there was a certain type of beauty that she had that some of the other wives of the Prophet ﷺ did not have. Now, does that mean that she is the wife of the Prophet ﷺ? No, she's not. But because...
See? Does that mean she is the wife of the Prophet Muhammad? No, she is not. And this is your Abdul. He is a sheikh from your country. So which one of you is lying? Is she the wife? Does that mean that she became the wife of the Prophet, peace be upon him? Brother, no, she is not.
It's extremely light. And so therefore, there was a certain type of beauty that she had that some of the other wives of the Prophet ﷺ did not have. Now, does that mean that she is the wife of the Prophet ﷺ? No, she's not. But
I mean, how many references we have to show where we are going to stop, where we are going to go, because it doesn't matter. If you show them for 10 centuries, they will say you are lying. This is a website which is in English. I will give you the link. I mean, do you see how they lie? Why they lie? I mean, all their Islamic official and their sheikhs, they say she is not the wife. Was Maria the Qibtiyya the mother of the believer? This is the page in English. You do not need to use Google translation. And this is the number of the publication, which means the fatwa. Question. There's no doubt that Maria the Qibtiyya was the concubine of the messenger. Okay. And she bore a son, Ibrahim. Can the title of mother of the believers be given to Maria al-Qibtiyya or not? So look, they are saying there's no doubt. This is the question. There's no doubt that Maria the Qibtiyya, she was only a cucumber to Muhammad. She is a cucumber. This is what the cucumber mean. He play with her anytime he wishes. She is not his wife. He's a sex slave. There's no doubt. Why they are saying such a thing? This is official Islamic website. Why they are saying there's no? This is the question, not the answer. Now, do the answer agree that she was just a slave girl for sex? Yes. Praise be to Allah. Allah Prophet, Allah pray on him and salute him. He did not marry Maria the Qibtiyya. Rather, she was a concubine. As we say, the cucumber. Do you see it? And they are showing you tons of reference in their website. Why do they want to lie? Who's telling the truth in this religion? The Bachabazi boy from Afghanistan or those official scholars? Who is the one is truthful? She did not marry her. Can you imagine if an official government website says such a thing which is not true? What will happen to this government in Islamic countries? Can you imagine how much that will be a big problem for that government? How many mujahideen they will suicide themselves against this government? So the question was saying, there's no doubt that Mary the Copt, she was just a sex slave. The answer is, for sure, he did not marry her. She was just a cucumber. In the best scenario, a zucchini. Muhammad just having fun. And you know, the Muslim, they have article about how lucky she is. She got the honor to have the penis of the holy prophet to rape her. She's very lucky. She's been honored by Allah. This is how perverted this cult is. So as you see, everything they said is a lie. And by the way, the reason I did not play that video of this potato, because this potato, he's a kid. He will go to YouTube and he will flag you for copyright. Potato. Do you remember last time when we get him busted? He gets so sad. So he went to YouTube. He told YouTube, Christian Prince, this guy, he used my video. Like what? Breathe. Tell me what happened. What happened? Christian Prince, hold on. Take it easy. I can't even listen to you if you don't tell me. You know, we need to find out what happened. What happened exactly? This guy, Christian Prince, what? In the video. I mean, do you see how brave he is? To the point he go to YouTube complaining, saying that this guy, he is desperate to take it down. He is desperate to take it down. Well, if the video cannot answer him anyway, why he is desperate to take it down? What's wrong? You see how coward, you know, this kid is? You can find the previous copyright picture in my other account, the Arabian Prophet. Now, did I give enough proofs or not yet? I think I did not. Because trust me, it doesn't matter how many proofs you show them, they will say this is not true. Absolutely false. This is a Muslim website showing you all the reference and the evidence. Evidence that Maria the Copt was a concubine. Hadith mentioning clearly that she is just a cucumber. And they are giving you the reference. Everything there they have reference. Is that enough? No. 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 Christian Prince, you are a biological liar. But I'm showing you on the screen. This is your reference. This is your books. This is your website. You know, everybody knows that you lie. I'm showing the reference here, and here we go. If we go down, actually, if you go in the end of the page here, you will see all the reference. Those are Muslims. They mention to you where they got all the reference from, and the conclusion that she is not, and she was not his wife. Look how many reference up to. Look at this. I mean, this page is full. I can keep quoting from now until tomorrow. I mean, what is that? Conclusion. So after all this reference, conclusion. In a view of positive argument, the statue of Maria the Copt with the Prophet, and critic the argument of those who seek to break with the tradition, in evidence that Maria was indeed a concubine of Muhammad. Do you see it? And not a wife. This is the conclusion. After all those references, the Muslim, they come to the conclusion that those fools who try to prove that she is not, they are a bunch of foolish. They have no proof of that. It's absolutely false. And Yasir Qadhi agree, and the scholars they agree, and the books of hadith agree. But the Bachabazi boy, he want to make his prophet look nice. He knew he's lying. This is the website. I will give it to you. But you know, I mean, I think still I did not give enough reference. Did I give enough reference? I think I did not. And just watch, you will see a Muhammadan in the comment section. He will say, Christian Prince, you're a liar. You provide nothing. Like what? Let us give more reference. Or enough. I think it's enough. So guys, those people, they are just, you know, like this guy, he looked like a balloon. Don't just use a needle with him. Otherwise, all the fault will come out. I'm not talking about Yasir Qadhi. Yasir Qadhi, he don't need the gas to come out. It's already out. He is the one who discovered holes in the narrative. And then, in order to fix it, he come with million excuses. There is no doubt that the Quran is preserved, brother. But the guy, he asked you, do you accept the Quran if we give you a plain book right now? Do you accept it as it is? Are you going to write it again as it is? He said, this is a very hard question. This is not for public. Actually, you know what? Why we don't refresh the memory of people about it? I missed that video. Oh boy. Okay, let's see this one. No, this is not the one. Oh boy. And then all the Muslims, they start attacking him. The guy suddenly became a kafir. Suddenly he became a Mossad agent. Hold on. Where is the video? It was posted in Anthony Roger page. Actually, Anthony Roger is very good in making those mix. You know, it's kind of funny. Holes in the narrative. Holes. I don't know. I cannot find the video. You know, where he, do you remember the video where he, where Yasir Qadhi started cursing everybody? Do you remember, anyone remember the name of it? What was the number? What was the name? I found this video is one of the most funny. Anyone remember the name? He started cursing, you know, saying incompetent, you know, all crazy stuff. He cannot refute us. Yeah, but what was the name of the video? Remember? I cannot find it. I searched holes in the narrative, and I'm not finding the one where he was cursing. He was attacking. Who? I mean, I forgot the names. I mean, everybody almost calling them names. Nobody remember the name of the video? Look like we will not find it. Yasir Qadhi calling. This is the name of the video? Okay, let's search for this name. I don't know why he did not list me in the list. Unbelievable. Yeah, this is not, no, this is not the video I want. But I want the mix with Anthony Roger. It was very nice. Hold on. I'm not sure what was the name of the video of Anthony Roger. Okay, let's see this one here maybe. Recovered. No, not this one. Too bad, we cannot find it, man. I cannot find it. Ultra. Yeah, we are just wasting time now to find it. Too bad, everybody is waiting for this video now. Man. Yeah, we cannot find it. Anyway, maybe some other time we can play it for you, you know. and type Anthony Roger Yasir Qadhi. That's it. If I type that, I would find it. I did. I didn't see anything. Okay, maybe this one here. Oh, this one. I found it. Hold on. Even I did type it wrong, but it came. Can you believe it? Guys, enjoy the wisdom. This is what happened to Muhammadan when they cannot refute us. They give us a big answer. Sharp, intelligent, and nobody can refute. No one. I bet you.
What the hell? I mean,
mark my words, the meltdown is just getting started.
I have kept my cool with these people for way too long. It's not in my nature to stoop to the level of every single barking dog. I just don't do that. I don't respond to stupidity and foolishness. As you're all aware, this is not my style. I do not attack people by name. Unfortunately, I have to break that rule for this one lecture. And just for one.
Guys, he don't attack people by their name. He's better than Allah. Well, your prophet, he called them names. He said, go and bite the penis of your father. Your prophet, he spoke even about his uncle. He made a chapter in the Quran about him. I'm better than Muhammad. I don't attack people by their names. I don't. But today I'm going to make an exception. Exception.
Give these idiots the smackdown that they deserve. People like Jay Smith or David Wood or their ilk.
Certainly I don't feel towards him like he feels.
Look at this guy. Like, this guy is going romantic now, you know, Smith. Like, certainly I don't feel like this Christian guy, he don't know what's happening. Like, what happened to those Muslims? Why he's calling me? This guy is very nice. You don't call, you know, he's very, it's not, I mean, you can say Christian Prince, he shout, he scream, he is very harsh with them. Yeah, but this guy is very nice. So yeah, like, he had no idea, like, what? So he said, like, certainly I don't feel the same to, like, take it easy, Smith, come on. I mean, he's Abdul, and Abdul is angry. Come on. He have to refute you. How will he refute you? By this.
Certainly I don't feel towards him like he feels towards us.
What the hell? I mean, these idiots, they are untrained, ignorant people. They are untrained.
Are you trained? I mean, who trained you? Mean, he is a trained idiot. They are untrained idiot. He is a trained idiot.
Untrained, unqualified, ignorant, arrogant individuals, arrogant nincompoops. They have no integrity.
You know, there's a word, I'm trying to learn it in English, nincompoop. You see, I'm hearing for the first time insult I never heard before. Honestly, most of those words, I don't know what they are. Like, income, what? What he said? Say it again.
Individuals, arrogant nincompoops, they have no integrity. They are utter fools, ignoramuses.
You know, the good thing about not too good to be good in English, I heard nothing. Because they mean nothing for me. What is this, man? Where do you get all these words from? I mean, did you search all the dictionary, a word of the insult, and you start hitting with it? All of those. Nincompoop? Ah, is it coming from the word poop? I got it. Nincompoop. The prophet, he have 9 wives in the same time. And when the angel came to him to give him the chapter of Al-Fatiha, he was doing poop. I can show the reference. Continue.
Just listen to them and you know that they are utter jahil. So do you understand why it is insulting for someone like me to...
Something like me. I have copyright over the following discovery. There's a hole in the narrative. How someone like me, who discover the holes in the narrative which is in the book of Allah in Mars. He cannot be like those, like me, like them. No. Hole in the narrative and non-co-poop is him. Mr. Non-co-poop, go ahead.
Have to get involved with such a crowd. I have nothing to do with these Cretans whatsoever.
There's an awful lot of words that
Somebody take Jay Smith to the Starbucks for God's sake. I mean, this guy, he was listening like, what? What happened? This is what, you know, for me, I don't find this is shocking at all, because we, you know, we grow up in their country, in their lands, which is our land anyway, and they stole it from us, and we know how rude they are, and we know how savage this cult is. But this guy is like, what happened? This guy have a PhD. He claimed that he is a doctor. He claimed that he is a scholar. He claimed that he is a teacher. Suddenly, he opened the book of poop.
Yasir Qadhi used that were quite strong. I'm not going to use those kind of words. I don't think it's
Don't. Come on. You know, Jay Smith, you have to go to school to the Middle East to learn how to say them. You don't. Or join my channel, you will learn how to say them.
appropriate. Certainly, I don't feel towards him like he feels towards us.
Listening to people like Jay makes me realize why there are still people who believe the earth is flat, you know? When you
Isn't the Quran say the earth is flat? He is saying, now he understands why there is still some people believe the earth is flat. Well, isn't it your prophet, he says Allah come in every third part of the night? Every third part of the night? How that can happen unless the earth is flat? Which third? If you say to me this does not mean he believe in the third part of the night as a flat, which means not only one time for the whole earth, then that means your God Allah is a yo-yo. Yo. Was this me? Yo. I remember when I was a kid they gave me a yo-yo. I thought, you know, because I'm a Middle Eastern, you know, the first time I get, I start throwing at the people around me. Like, you know, what we do with this? They say, no, just do up and down. I said, this is boring. We should hit people with it, shouldn't, you know? Middle Eastern style. Like in the West, they play with the yo-yo like nicely. For us, we use it as a weapon of mass destruction. Continue, Mr. Yo-Yo. So, hold on. You know, you force me now to go to the Quran where it says the earth is flat. Actually, I will use a verse. Dr. Zakir Naik, all of them, they are doctors. Did you notice? All of them, they are doctors, brother. وَالْأَرْضُ بَعْدَ ذَلِكَ دَحَاهَا. According to Zakir Naik, brother and sister, the Quran, chapter 79, verse number 30, it says that the earth is the shape of an egg. The shape of an egg, you idiot. Where is the word egg? Open every single translation. We will not find the egg. Did somebody eat the egg? Is that an egg? Are you sure? The Quran says that the earth is in the shape of the egg? Where? Here we go. We have this page in the front of us, have hundreds of translations in any language you choose. Not only that, brother, we can go to the interpretation. And in the interpretation, it says, chapter 79, verse number 30, mean that Allah, He made the earth flat. Idiot. Nincompoop. Yeah, nincompoop. Boop. And nin. Yeah, come boop. But boop. Okay. Look, what the heck? We just heard Yasir Qadhi, the whole narrative. He says, now I understand why there are some people who still believe the earth is flat. Is he talking about the Jalalain or about talking about his prophet or Allah? Because Allah, he says, after that he spread out the earth and he made it flat. Diego saying, have you seen the hadith? It says the earth in the top of a whale. My friend, I'm the last one to know. Thank you for teaching me today. I never heard this before. Now, because of you, I know that the Muslim believe the earth in the top of a whale. And yeah, in the top of a whale, and the whale in the top of no, hold on. the earth in top of the whale, and the whale is in the top of a bowl, and the bowl in the top of a rock, and under the rock there is dust, and none knows what is under the dust save Allah. Look at this in honesty. They stop there. That's it. They can't tell us more. I mean, that's it. You see how amazing this religion is? Like, they don't want to give false information. They give you only what is confirmed to be true. So the earth in the top of a whale, and the whale in the top of a bowl, and the bowl. Excuse my English. Bowl. Yeah. So okay, and you know, and then brother, in the underneath of the bowl there is a rock. How did you know that? Honestly, you know, when you learn about this religion, look, we can choose all those verses, and all of them, they are amazing. Notice with me when I say the word amazing. Learn how to say it correctly. Amazing. You know, you can use it this way only when you speak about the Quran. All those chapters are amazing. You know, I mean, wherever you go, you will see the amazing. Because the Muslim, when they recite the Quran, they have to squeeze their words. They say, you know, they love those things, you know. It's like, you know, you have an ant or you have a bee in your ear, you know, and then amazing. So who can beat this book? Nobody, we have to admit. Do we have any Muslim in the chat? He's have an obligation? You know, I'm really convinced that Islam is amazing. The only problem with this amazing religion, that Muslims, they always fail to explain to us how amazing it is. But then the scholars came and they decided to give a hand to explain to you what is amazing about it. And this is the amazing knowledge which is Yasir Qadhi, he got his degree in. From the narration of the authority of Ibn Abbas, he said, regarding the interpretation of Allah saying Noon, Allah said Noon? Like, what? Allah said Noon? Brother, what he meant by Noon? Brother, read carefully. Knowledge is there. This is a pure science. Zakir Naik, the only one he can explain this is Zakir Naik. Brother Sitar, if we go to the book of Asbab al-Nuzul, or if we go to the Tafsir Ibn Abbas, it said that from the reason, Ibn Abbas, he said, by the way, Brother Sitar, Ibn Abbas is the cousin of the Prophet, and he is the only one who is the Prophet, he named to be the scholar of the Ummah, which means he can explain the Quran. So this is no doubt, this is very accurate. Ibn Abbas, he said, Allah's will by Noon, which is the whale that carried the earth, and in the back of the whale, or sorry, the whale on its back carrying the earth, and he is the whale in the water, brother. Zakir, I have a question. How big this whale? Christian Prince, first, you do not know how to talk. Secondly, it takes you 10 minutes to make a sentence. So for the sake of the sin of Allah, leave me alone. Okay, but how big the whale which is carrying the earth? It's very obvious that this whale is very big, because the earth is very big. So obviously the whale has to be bigger. Okay. Please, I know you are going to say to me thank you, but it's going to take you 10 minutes to say thank you. So just leave me alone. Just shut up. And beneath, which is the bowl, and under the bowl is the rock, and under the rock is the dust, and none knows what under the dust save Allah. Is that can you accept playing what happened there? Are you stupid or what? It's very simple. There's the whale, and the whale in the water, and the earth in the top of the whale, and under the whale there's an ox, and then the ox is standing in the rock, which is very normal. Because if he's standing in the sand, his feet will go in the sand, and he will go down, and the earth will shrink. You mean will sink? Exactly. So he had to step in the crock. In the crock? In the rock. Okay. And look, the knowledge of Allah and Islam go further. The name of the whale is Lewish. You know what? This is a very Lewish religion. I mean, this is a lot of Lewish Farrakhan, and it says the name of, look, now they are searching for the name. Look, the Muslims, they don't let any details go. Like, okay, well, there's a whale. I mean, is it possible that this whale does not have a name? Like, come on, this is one of the bit of Allah. Like, you call your dog Tutu, she called her cat Susu. Allah have to give him a name. What is the name of the whale? Look like there's many whales carrying many earth. Otherwise, why would I give them? So the whale of the name of the whale is Lewish, and some they say is Lutaya. That's deep. The name of the bull is Bahamut. Like Bahamut. You know, Muhammad, he took something, a word from the Old Testament, by the way. And some they say it is Talahut. Look at this. From Lutaya to Bahamut to Louis Farrakhan or Liuana. Like, what the heck? Are we going to end in Taiwan now? What is missing to say next? His name is a Ching Hong Bruce Lee. Like, what is that? This is my Chinese, by the way. And the whale is in the sea. I'm really surprised that the whale is in the sea, because I thought the whale would be in my bathtub. Look at the details, brother. And the sea called Adwad. Like, oh man, even the sea have a name which nobody knows. Adwad. And it's like a small ball in a huge sea. Look, what the heck? So the sea is called Adwad, and the Adwad, which is the sea, is in a small ball in a huge sea. So the sea is in the sea. One is big and one is small. Okay. And the sea is Hollywood Rock. Nearby there is 4,000. Look. 4,000 cracks. I mean, the Abdul who wrote this from his prophet, Muhammad is very good in diving. How Muhammad he knew this? There's 4,000 cracks under the rock. This is where the water coming from. All the water, look. And from each crack spring out to the earth. Like, hold on. You know, I did not get the image correctly until now. It is, you know, I will use my scientific skills. You know, I'm very good in scientific drawing explanation. So here we have a whale. Under the whale, there is a bull. Those are his horn. I know many of you are jealous because you cannot draw like me. I understand your possession. You know, look at this bull. Like, how good, man. It's just so good. Unbelievable. You know, I don't know why they don't invite me like the American Have Talent or something like this, you know. So this is the bull. And the bull is carrying the whale by his horn. Under the bull, there's a rock. Okay, we have to change the color because it doesn't make sense. Everything is red. They will think something fishy there. This is not, this is a black rock. Why it's a black rock? The Muslim will go dive there now to kiss it. We have to change the color. This is supposed to, this is brown. This is not black. Why it's coming black? I don't know what's wrong with the software. I mean, in my side it says a brown, but on the screen it looked like it's a black. So anyway, So, brother, so now the whale in the top of the ball in the top of the rock, and now under the rock, there's 4,000 crack. Now, for to be accurate in the picture, I advise you to go and take a nap and come after a week, because I have to draw now 4,000 cracks. Crack number 1, crack number 2, crack number 3, crack number 4, 5th, 6th, 7. Take a nap, they come tomorrow. 10, 20, 11, 12, crack, I will keep drawing crack until I crack you up, all of you. So there are 4,000 crack, brother. And from the crack, brother, the water is coming from the earth, brother. But I have a question, Abdul. I mean, okay, the cracks is under the rock. I forgot something very important to draw. I mean, how I missed that part? The earth. I mean, what's wrong with this guy? How in the world I missed the earth? This is the earth. Okay, so now we have the water cracks, 4,000 cracks, and each crack have spring. Okay, how the water is going to the earth? I'm going to try to find the solution. I did not draw that the ox he have a penis, just for to be polite. But as long as his penis is here, I think the water go through his penis. Then from his penis go to his horn. From his horn they go to the whale. And the whale, all of us, we knew he have a fountain in the top of his head. And he sprinkled the water, left and right. If you don't believe me, go watch any video on YouTube. You will see that the whale, they have a fountain and water come from their head. And now that explains where the water coming from. And Yasir Qadhi is telling us that he cannot believe. This is why there's still people believe in a flat earth. I don't know, he's talking about his prophet, talking about his God. I'm not sure he's talking about what. Now be honest with me. Don't you think I'm like I have a lot of skills? I mean, look at this. Who can do? Look at this. I mean, I know, like I know that's. Don't show that to your wife. She will be, she will say to you, "How come you cannot do the same?" I mean, come on. What you will say to her then? Your mother-in-law, she will keep talking about it for the coming century. She says, if you are really good, draw this. And how you can do it? You cannot. And if you do it, you are copying me. And that's why the Muslim, they say to us, Allah, he says, who can make Quran like this? Like what? See, not too many people here live on air with us today because they don't know that I'm going to go live. But I said, you know what? It is a Sunday and people are hungry for art. I'm thinking to open channel to teach how to draw. Hold on, I have a mistake there. You see, I am a kind of a person. I do art, yes, and I am an artist by birth, yes. But when I make a mistake, I admit. I mean, I'm not the kind who not like those Muhammadan. They say, I did not make a mistake. Yeah, I missed the tail. Look, there's no tail. Where's the tail? Have you ever heard of a like? Come on. I mean, how I missed that? But now, alhamdulillah, the tail is there. And now we preserve the ox as Allah, He created him. You ask the Muslims, can a human being change the look which Allah, He made him look like? Or even the animals, they say it's haram. It's haram, brother. The Quran says so. Then you say to them, so why you are doing circumcision? What a stupid religion. Anyway, so I don't know if we should go to should I put my signature there? Hold on. I will do signature. Sorry, I forgot because I made tea and I forgot to bring it here. So like unintentionally, I was what? Where is my? This is not my signature. This is Zamzam water. Like what the heck? I don't know what's going on. Sorry guys, it is too much camera, you know. Yeah, because, alhamdulillah. Anyway, so should we go to back to Yasir Qadhi? Now, those who will copy this video, I advise you to cut it until we finish with this Abdul. You do not need to put all of this. I mean, you can put it, but in different cut it pieces, you know, like make a video about art, you know, simply. So look, you know, Yasir Qadhi is surprised about how people stupid are. No, he follow the smart God. Allah swear by noon. And look, the Muslims, after they say all of this, that he is a whale in the top of the bowl and the bowl in the top of a rock, did they stop there? No, brother. The advancer continue. It's like the Russian connection to Trump, Hokos. So it also said the noon of one of the names of Allah. Like what the heck? So we start that noon is a whale, we end that noon is Allah. That's deep. That's so deep. We better go to brother. Where was the video? Where is the video? Yeah. You know, I will start practicing those words Yasir Qadhi he used, so I can say them to Muslims from now on. But they are hard for me, actually.
You reach this level of idiocy. I mean, how do you even possibly respond to somebody who's such an ignoramus?
I'm not going to use those kind of words. I don't think it's appropriate.
An untrained idiot. He is incompetent. I mean, my mind is blown by such utter ignorance, utter ludicrousness. Wallahi, you wonder, is he even intelligent? Does he understand what he is saying? Does he know he's lying? Or is he mentally insane?
You know, I like this. Well, like a person who do not know what he's saying.